What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the NJ Show, bringing you all the latest crypto news. We're going to talk about Bitcoin today. We're going to talk about Ethereum, maybe some hopium in the market, Elon Musk throwing his weight around, people losing more money in the space, news around Uniswap, and more. So make sure you like, make sure you subscribe to the content. We're doing a giveaway at 2K subscribers, which is just around the corner. This channel has been built by you guys, and I love the community that we're building. So let's kick off the show. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go. Okie dokie, okie dokie, okie dokie. Let's get some comments going in. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from, because I love seeing where you guys are tuning in from. I love seeing the different countries you guys are tuning in from. I love it. It feels good to know that it's not just UK based. I live in the UK myself, so it's good to see when people are tuning in from, for instance, Full Ton Cad says, Sweden represent. Big up Sweden and the Sweden community. Pop, 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 pop. Who else have we got here? Let's see. Lena says, good luck, Mauritius. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Hassan Maki, welcome to the stream. Yuki, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining Dank stream earlier on. Vegeta Crypto says, Dubai. Dubai, lovely, lovely, lovely city. I love the lovely city of Dubai. Tariq says he's tuning in from Timbuktu. So I want whatever Tariq's been smoking. I want the same thing. Mr. Wet says, damn, you hyped today. Well, you know what? It's a good day today. It's a good day today. It's a good Wednesday. We're all in a chipper mood, and I'll explain why shortly. Matthew says, morning from Italy. Stephen says, land of fries, beer, and chocolate. Belgium. I love Belgium. I've only been once when I was younger, but I love Belgium. Got a lot of love for Belgium. And Lena says, Amsterdam. Amazing, amazing. Yuki says, smash up the likes, guys. Yuki knows. Yuki knows. We're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good. All right. So look, let's talk about Bitcoin. All right. Let's talk about Bitcoin. Now, what did we say yesterday on the stream? Now, if you guys were watching yesterday's stream, you guys caught a good one, because, you know, we had a surprise. We had two surprise guests on yesterday's stream. We had Trader Dang and the legendary Trader SC, and we spoke a bit about Bitcoin. And, you know, I started the stream yesterday with, you know, am I stupid for thinking that we're going to get a relief rally? Am I stupid for thinking that we're going to see some relief now? Yeah. And what I did over the last sort of couple of hours is I've been compiling different pieces of news and articles that have been coming out to help not just fuel my narrative. I don't want to just play against my bias. I want to really bring you guys something that will really help understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. I hope that makes sense. That's a little bit choppy in what I said there, but I hope it makes sense. So looking at this chart here in the way that it is, you can't see much. It's the same chart that we've been using on macro chart, right? We're using it on the daily. We got some levels from the monthly and the weekly. We'll do a Bitcoin breakdown soon. Maybe on Friday I'll do it. I don't know. Thinking of, oh shit, Trader SC's in the chat. Oh shit, Trader SC's in the chat. Wow, it is one of those days. It's one of those days. I certainly hope that Trader SC and Trader Dank aren't suddenly free, because if they're free, this is going to turn into one of those crazy streams again where we don't follow the narrative. So let's see how it goes. Now, I mentioned yesterday, you know, I want Bitcoin to go into this blue box here. All right, that's what I said I want Bitcoin to do. Now, it didn't quite get into that blue box. It didn't. However, we'll see what Ethereum did. Where's my fucking ETH chart? Where's my ETH chart? There's my ETH chart. So around 2 days ago, we were talking on the stream, and we said if we push up maybe above this blue level here, and we hold above it, we take along. Otherwise, I'd be looking to take along just above here. Bullish price action above there, then I'd take the long. Now, what happened? The other scenario that we spoke about was ideally I'd want it to push back into this blue box and show me it's holding support. For those of you who don't know about the over-under pattern, we've got lows that were formed here. So let's look at the lows that were formed here. Then we've got a deviation. And now we've come above and we've retested that blue box. So you know what? It's worth a long. For me, it's worth a long. I bought some Ethereum today. I'm more than happy to buy some Ethereum today. I bought in just a bit low. I bought in the blue box itself. Not completely in the blue box, but somewhere around here. Somewhere around sort of the 1050 level. The 1050 level is where I'm sort of obsessed. No, not the 1050. 1060 maybe? Maybe 1060. Somewhere around there. Somewhere around there. Trader SC says, was going to come on otherwise. No, was going to smash the misses, otherwise would have come on. Well, duty calls, my good friend. Duty calls. Trader Dank in the chat as well. Winston says, can you read out the price when you're charting? I'm listening but can't see your video. Well, it's a tough one. It's a tough one, Winston, because it's not a podcast. It's a video. Maybe you're driving or something. But look, I bought some Ethereum at around 1060. So I don't know. This is not financial advice. I don't want you guys to copy me. We could definitely break below. Stop loss would be somewhere at around sort of 1020. The real stop loss would be at 930. But you know, I'm keeping it short and aggressive just because we are in a downtrend and we could go much lower. So bear in mind, my take profit areas are between 1370, and if we break above 1350-ish and we show bullish price action and it holds, I'll be looking for much higher prices, potentially 1400s, and maybe, just maybe, you know, over the coming weeks, if we get some proper relief. I think we need some we need better relief. It can't just be a push up into 1300s and then die off. It needs to be, if we break above the 1300, I'll be real with you, I'm looking for 1700. Doesn't sound realistic, but you know, whenever you're being brave, it will never sound realistic when you're being brave, you know. If price breaks below, I was stupid, and if price breaks above and it does go to target, then we'll all look back in time and we'll say, well, it wasn't so bad to be brave at them times, was it? So that's my thoughts and my takes on Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's what I'm doing. I'm buying. If you guys watched yesterday's stream, SC charted S&P for us, and we had a proper deep dive into Bitcoin, Ethereum, the S&P, and we spoke a lot about the dollar too. So, you know, we spoke yesterday about the S&P, and we spoke about the S&P being at support. We spoke about the S&P starting to push back up, and ultimately, if the S&P is going to give us a solid rally, if the S&P is going to give us some good relief, we can expect Bitcoin and the rest to follow. If Bitcoin follows the S&P, then if Bitcoin pushes up, most likely will be the case that Ethereum and, well, some altcoins will follow suit as well. We have 39 people watching the show and we have 27 likes. Can we get a little like spike for the show? Let's read out some of these comments. Vegeta Crypto's talking about Internet Explorer. Trader Dang says, yo, NJ, show everyone your nipple piercing. £10 says, I bet the chat £10 right now, right? That Trader Dang in his office has hand lotion and tissue paper. I'm telling you, I'm betting you guys £10. Name 2 objects that could potentially be in Trader Dang's office. Toilet paper and hand lotion, 100%. I'm sure I'll win £10 for anyone who wants to bet against me. So, we didn't really get to cover the news much yesterday, and you know, that's what this show is all about. It's all about taking price action and comparing it to the news that we have today and bringing us all up to date with the crypto news to make sure that we understand what's going on. All right, we didn't get to really cover that yesterday, but yesterday's stream was potentially the best stream that we've ever had. We had both Trader SC and Trader Dank on expressing their views. It was, if you haven't checked out yesterday's stream, you want to go and check out yesterday's stream. But today, we are going to follow suit. We're going to follow the news. That's a bit on Bitcoin and Ethereum. You guys know I bought some Ethereum today. So do with that information as you will. Starting with Elon Musk. Let's talk about some news. Elon Musk is somebody that, RX says, any chance we see 21.3k for BTC today? Let's have a look at Bitcoin. I got distracted again. Now look, with Bitcoin, I did mention I wanted it to get above last Monday's low, right, before taking the long. Alternatively, we could push into the blue box and then we could push up to Monday's low. So buying Ethereum, there's no difference to being long on Ethereum and long on Bitcoin. All right, I bought some Ethereum. I may as well have bought some Bitcoin. I just want better returns on my long, so I bought some ETH. All right, now if I'm playing Bitcoin from here, the target would be, for now, most of the position anyway, would be last week Monday's low, which falls in at, the price is 21,870. So there you go. There you go. I'm gonna actually run through the news now, because otherwise we're not gonna do it. All right. So there you go. So Elon Musk is somebody who throws his weight around consistently in the market. He's somebody who can mention something on Twitter and it can affect price. We've seen him do it with Doge. We've seen him do it with ApeCoin. We've seen him do it several times with Bitcoin. So what's going on today? Now, Elon Musk, if you were watching my show, especially last week Wednesday, I think I mentioned it last week Wednesday, he was being sued for $258 billion because he was shilling Doge. Imagine that. Imagine getting sued for shilling something. That's messed up. That's messed up. I mean, it isn't, but it is. At the end of the day, guys, you guys have to make sure that you understand that no matter what you see online, no matter what books you read, no matter what articles you read, if you press the buy button or if you press the sell button, you've done it out of your own accord. So make sure that that's the narrative going into these shows. You know, you learn about these things and you make sure that you have your risk in check, but more importantly, you have your mentality in check. You have your mind tuned in. If you see something written down somewhere about, you know, buy this, buy that, you know, look, I mean, Fleety says it here. Asgard, welcome to the chat, mate. Welcome to the show. I appreciate you joining. Fleety says John McAfee had a shilling problem back in the day. Now, you see, with John, it was very different. He would actually tell you to buy it. He would actually tell you to buy tokens, you know, so that's pretty effed up. All right. But like, obviously, if people are talking about coins, if people are talking about alts and so forth, what you've got to do is you've got to take it for a pinch of salt. You've got to take it with a pinch of salt. All right. Because like SC said yesterday, you and your altcoin, you're not going to change the world. Right? So you've got to take the information you get, add it to a list of information, a list of different pieces of information that you have, compile them all together, and then build your bigger picture. So with Elon Musk being the person that he is, after being potentially sued, he's now come out and said, I never said that people should invest in cryptocurrency. This is something that Denk would say. If somebody ever called out Denk and said, I bought this because of Denk, Denk would make a video, a 10-second video, say, I never said buy it. I never told no one to buy this coin. And Elon Musk is doing that now. So there's a, oh God, this is an interesting, I don't know how to quite dissect this one. I don't know how to dissect this one. You know, usually I get compliments for articulate mannerisms and stuff, but I don't know how to dissect this one, because Elon Musk saying, I never told people to buy crypto, when he was kind of putting crypto all over his Twitter in the last year. To me, it sounds like his lawyers have taken over, and it sounds like PR. Kind of like, you know, when Manchester United lose 3-0 in a game, and then instead of coming out and saying, we're sorry, they post videos of like 20 years ago when they were scoring goals. Kind of like that. To me, it seems like the PR team has gotten involved, and they're trying to quickly battle this head on. So, you know, big up Elon for look, I mean, it says it here. It says it. Let me read this to you guys. Let me read it to you guys. Yeah. So you guys see, because it sounds like they couldn't think of any excuse. Listen to this. Tesla CEO and Dogecoin enthusiast Elon Musk said on... No, actually, let me read it with a more English accent. Tesla CEO and Dogecoin enthusiast Elon Musk said on Tuesday that he never said that people should invest in cryptocurrency, as retail investors feel the sting of the plummeting digital coin market. Despite buying and toting Dogecoin, Musk told the Qatar Economic Forum on Tuesday that he made a distinction between publicly supporting the digital currency and actually buying it. Elon, what are you doing, bro? What are you actually doing, my bro? Elon is a madman. Elon is a madman. I never said buy it, fam. I never actually said buy it. Alright, cool. I wore the t-shirt. Alright, cool. I had it plastered all over my Twitter. Yeah, it was on my car, but did I say buy it though? Why are you telling me I said buy it, G? I never said that. So that's where we stand with Elon today. Hassan says Elon some half-hearted guy. Some half-hearted guy. Oh my gosh, Elon, what have you done today, bro? This guy is like the smartest guy, you know. This guy's trying to colonize a different planet. And now he's saying, I never told no one to buy. Do you know what? I'm sorry, there's so many jokes I can make off this one. But we're going to have to move on. Moving along, we have an NFL star who took... This is fucked up. I don't know why I'm laughing so much at these news. We have an NFL star who got his bonus. He got $22 million in his bonus. And what did he do? He bought the top with $22 million. A number of sporting stars have been caught up in the recent cryptocurrency crash, with star quarterback Trevor Lawrence reportedly losing 22 million Australian dollars. So I'm not sure what he went and bought. I'm not sure what he bought. I would love to find out what he actually bought. The article doesn't tell me, but I would love to see what he bought. That would be the funniest. Oh, man. We should guess in the chat. You guys should throw some comments up. What do you think he bought? Do you reckon he bought Luna? I reckon Luna would probably be something that... Yeah, we're getting some comments already. Some people saying Luna, some saying Doge. Man's bought SHIB or some other shit coin. He bought ADA. ADA. Oh my god. Oh my god. Imagine putting $22 million into ADA. Bruh. I don't care if it was 22 million rupees, bro. Don't fucking buy ADA. Not at the top, bro. Come on, man. Not at the top. Not at the top. You know, SHIB. It's funny that you guys mentioned SHIB in the chat, because Dank took a SHIB trade the other day, and it was one of the sickest trades I've seen recently. Dang, I don't know if you can share it with me, bro, but there was this trade that Dang took the other day. I was watching his show, and he marked out a range for SHIB, and it played out perfectly. I think it was like a 30% move. So make sure you guys are tuning into Dank's daily trades to make sure that you are catching those. You know, the idea behind it is, if you think about it logically, you wake up in the morning, you watch Dank's daily trades, and he gives you all the price action. All right? Then you tune into my show, I complement Deng's price action, and I give you the news to follow the narrative. And he's put the link in here. Let's have a look. So Dank pointed this consolidation out here, right? And we fell into the consolidation, tapped in the mid-range, and look what SHIB did. So SHIB isn't actually the worst shit coin in the world. It actually isn't. It's done well. We saw Doge move the other day, and then SHIB move. It could have been a little bull trap for meme coins. I was mentioning on the stream the other day, I thought maybe meme coins were going to start moving, but you know, nothing yet. But if it does, I'm going to be all over that, because meme coins make a crap ton of money. Asgard said SHIB was up 49%. That's no joke. That's no joke. So yeah, listen, for real, if you know Trevor Lawrence, or if you're following him on Insta or Twitter or anything like that, don't laugh at him. Don't tell him NJ was laughing. I do feel bad for him. I wish I had 22 million Australian dollars. I'd probably be here streaming for you guys. It is the best job in the world. It really is the best job in the world. To come on live and see 45 of you beautiful people waiting here. We've got Khalid in the chat. We have got Elizabeth. We have Sam Hone. We have Asgard. We have Yuki, who is a new subscriber. Welcome, Yuki. Powers of 4. Welcome, Powers of 4. We've got some awesome people in the chat, man. Awesome people in the chat. You guys make it worthwhile coming in every day. On to the next piece of news. We have a rock bottom. Bitcoin holders realized $7 billion loss over the week. Jeez Louise. And just as I mentioned $7 billion in loss, we have Bam Bam Bitcoin saying, let's go. And we have Pantrade saying, let's go. Got some positive energy in the chat, even though we've lost $7 billion in total. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Look, we're at the stage of the market now where, you know, a couple of months ago, there were so many meme coins launching. There was so much getting eaten on the market. Everybody was getting scammed and everybody was losing money left, right, and center. We were getting so many, I swear we've had so many rug pulls this year. Like, I swear to God, we've had so many rug pulls this year. Like, we had more rug pulls this year than we did in 2018. And I've been a victim of rug pull. It's not really called rug pulling, is it? What do we... Donation. I might as well call it donation. One time I donated my money to this project that never launched. It's a more bullish way of saying it. I was supporting the cause. There we go. There we go. So, rock bottom. Bitcoin holders realized $7 billion in loss. That's how much people have been losing. Not how much the market cap. I think people could get confused by this to think it's the global market cap that we're talking about. But actually, no. It's in total, I think they've taken all the addresses and whatnot on chain, and they've taken the on-chain metrics, and they've calculated a $7.3 billion loss. So people are losing money, not as much as Trevor Lawrence lost. I really want to know what he bought the top on. I really want to know what he bought the top on. Hassan says, NJ, you should get a soundboard Charlie Stoff. I would love that. I would love that. Do you know what? Yeah, believe it or not, I've got this sound deck thing here. Not sound deck, but I've got this. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm holding it upside down, but I've got this Elgato Stream Deck thingy here, and I'm gonna start learning how to properly use it. I tried to use it in the past, but you know, it didn't. I guess I wasn't tech savvy enough to really use it, but I'm going to give it a little shot. I do want to increase the type of content that I put on these streams. You know, I do want to make it better for you guys. I really, really do. I really want this show to be the next big thing. You know, in the bull market, we are all going to smash it. We're all going to smash it. RX says, what mic do you use? It sounds very clear. I use a Shure. I don't know if you guys can see it. I think it's called the SM7B. That's what it's called. What are you saying, guys? What's going on, G? What, Bitcoin? Yeah, let's go, cuz. Right. That's my moment. Gul, welcome to the chat, Gul. Welcome to the chat. Salam, merhaba to you. Welcome to the chat. Thank you very much for joining. And Crypto Kusama says, Ahlan. Ahlan. My bro. So, Asgard says, Ayo, we can still smash it in the bear markets. Just got to be careful and learn how to short. Yes and no, Asgard. I think there's a lot to say on that. That's something you should mention in the next stream, brother, because, you know, when I start the stream and I'm talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum, bring that up again, because obviously we've made such a big move. You know, I'm actually going to talk about that. I have something here to do with the overall percentages of how much we've crashed and what people are expecting. Yeah, so it's actually the next piece of news. Look at this. Asgard, good timing, bro. Here we have an article that says, and that's not hodling, over 50% of Bitcoin addresses are still in profit. Was that the... Yeah, it is. All right. So... I'm going to bring this, I'm going to try and match this with Asgard's comment here. Asgard says, we can still smash the bear market. We just got to be careful and learn how to short. Now, the thing is, right, when you're shorting, if you're shorting from the highs, then that's all good. But when we've had a correction, what is the correction? Let's have a look at the exact correction, all right? So we'll take it from the high here. So we are down around 75%. All right, 75%. Pablo, welcome to the chat, mate. Thank you for joining. We have got 75% correction. Now, typically in a market for crypto, historically, we'd be looking at somewhere between sort of 80 to 85% in terms of a correction. Now, if we are at the lows, I'm not saying we're at the lows, but if, say, for instance, we have another 10% to drop, all right? Then it wouldn't be a case of shorting it. It would be a case of, and it wouldn't be a case of longing it either. It'd be a case of finding a bottom. Now, when people say finding a bottom, it doesn't mean we're going to wick off the lows and then we're going to push back up for all-time highs. Certainly not. That's definitely not what we're going to do. We're going to need to find some sort of accumulation. Like, look at the price action we had here. Look. Right here. Can you guys see it? Yeah, you guys can see it. Look at the price action we had here. It took ages. It took a whole year before we sort of, right here, sorry, here. From November 2018 to to March 2020. It took ages to find a low. So if we was to dump another 10%, then yeah, I'd be looking for some sort of consolidation period, and I'd look to maybe, you know, find a low. Maybe if it was to curve out a little bit and then start showing bullish price action, sort of how we did in when was it, in September 2020. That's when I'd be looking to start longing, you know. But shorting, it's difficult to short here unless you're shorting on the lower time frames. You know, you're shorting on like the 15-minute, 30-minute, maximum sort of hour. It's difficult to nail the shorts, not in this environment, because we've dumped 75%. You got to ask yourself a question. If you saw a token, right? Let's say, for instance, your friend comes up to you and says, yo, bro, bruv, I got a token. You got to buy this token, bruv. It's going to go up in price. Anyway, the guy shows you the token and it's up 75%. You see one big fat green dildo. What, are you buying it? Let me know in the chat. Would you buy it? There shouldn't be a single person here that says yes, but let me know in the chat. Would you buy it? In the meantime, we've got Nuno here who says, Portuguese newbie here, busy while listening to your video, but thank you for the info. Like and subscribe. Cheers. No, Nuno, thank you very much, my friend. Gracias to you. Haffel says never. Powers of 4 says no. Elizabeth says Dankwood. Yes, I agree. Probably Dankwood. Just a small piece, you know. And everybody here is saying no, right? Everybody's saying no. So you wouldn't. Now, if we're down 75%, if we invert the chart, it's the same thing, isn't it? It's the same thing. Now, when we invert the chart, doesn't Bitcoin look a hella different? Look. Okay, Tunahan, we have one person here. Tunahan said, I would long it 100x. Tunahan, you know what? When the bull market comes, brother, you are going to be one of the killers. You are going to be one of the killers. But maybe work more on your theory during the bear market and execute it during the bull market. Don't execute it during the bear market. Otherwise, you may not have enough money for the bull market. But look how different Bitcoin looks when we invert that chart. I swear, it's like a completely different narrative. You know, some people, I learned this from EXO ages ago. We had this huge conversation where we were talking about longs and shorts. All right. We were talking about some people prefer longing and some people prefer shorting. It's just how the game is, you know. And if you prefer shorting, then look at the chart like this. And if you prefer longing, then you can look at the chart like this, or you can invert, you know. You can invert the chart. If you invert the chart, sometimes it might help you draw out your levels and whatnot. You know, for me personally, I like to squeeze the chart. I like it when the lines look like this. When the lines look like this, for some reason, I can see price action better. And I don't know why. I don't know why. Hopefully, it's not anything to do with my identity or my sexuality or anything like that. We're in 2022. It could be a number of things. So, according to this article here, Bitcoin, 50% of the addresses that hold Bitcoin are still in profit. And apparently, that's not Max Payne, even though we've lost 7 billion in the market. I'll be really honest with you guys. It's a tough one. I don't think we've seen capitulation yet, and it does pain me to say it. I mean, I know we shouldn't be holding any emotions or anything like that. It does pain me to say it, but I don't think we've seen capitulation yet. I don't think capitulation is going to come this week either. I don't think it's going to come next week. I think that we're going to follow. There was a chart that I got from SC the other day. I'm not going to be able to find it now, but if somebody can find it and post it in the chat, I'll share it on the screen. But it was a chart where he showed us why he would think that the deviation would go all the way above back to the 40k level for Bitcoin. You know, we need a retrace, you know, before we make new lows. Now, I think for the next sort of 6 months, we're going to range. I don't think we're going to make new lows from here. Maybe we can tap the 16k level, which would technically be new lows, but I don't think we go much further than this. Not this year. This is such an extended move. All right. Now, SC said yesterday, he said it's relative to the previous move. So we had a move that went all the way up, and then the move down is relative to the move that was up. So look, if it went up this hard, why can't it go down just as hard? Why not? And it did, but now it's done that. All right. Look, guys, look, I don't mean to be a bulltard, yeah? I'm not telling you guys long, but look at the last time we had a wick. Look at these red lines. I want you guys to look at these 2 red lines. The last time we wicked into this red line, we went to freaking 64k. We've wicked into that red line now. It's very difficult to assume that we're going to have more lows from here. So just be mindful for your shorts. I'm not knocking it. I know that you guys can make money off shorts. I'm not knocking it. I just wouldn't get short in the market right now. I'd be looking at resistance levels above. And you know what? The monthly close is coming. It's possible that the low of the month is in for June. All right. We've had a huge candle for June. It's possible. I'm not saying it is. It's possible. Trader Dank, whatever floats your boat. Yes, whatever floats your boat, Trader Dank. I'm not sure what you're saying that to, but I'm saying it back to you, my brother. Bitcoin Maxi's been holding for time. Yeah, but look, I mean, we spoke about this in the chat the other day. We spoke about Bitcoin, how hodling was a strategic trading method. Some people disagreed with it, some people agreed with it, but it's always good to get a debate going on in the chat. The more people that are debating in the chat, the better. So yeah, I mean, we keep coming back to Bitcoin here. Maybe we should bring Trader Dank on and let him talk about Bitcoin. He talks about Bitcoin better than me. But moving along, we spoke yesterday as well. We spoke about Sam yesterday on the channel. We spoke about FTX and how, you know, there was an article that came out yesterday which you know, it caused a bit of controversy. An article that said, you know, the bigger players in crypto should be helping out and they should be sort of bailing out the other guys. And, you know, I had multiple opinions on this. I thought to myself, well, look, I kind of see where this article is coming from. Whoever wrote it seemed to be one of those protesting people. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. We can't expect CZ and Sam and other big players in the space to bail us out just because we're crashing. We're crashing because we're crashing. It's called a market cycle. If you don't know about market cycle, then you're learning about it now in this stream. We've got 57 people watching here and we have 40 likes. Can we get a little like spike? Thank you very much. Get a little like spike. Get me to 50 likes. I love you all. I love you all. So off the bat of what we said yesterday, it looks like BlockFi has received 250 million credit facility from FTX. Maybe Sam's watching the video. Maybe Sam's tuning in and saying, you know what? I watched NJ stream yesterday or the day before, and I agree. I'm going to donate $250 million to credit facility to BlockFi as credit facility from us. What are the chances of that happening? Very slim, but kudos to you, Sam. Well done. That's bullish. I love seeing that. Maybe we'll see more of that going into the next cycle. We see Zach here tweeting, not the Zach that you're thinking of, but another Zach. He's tweeting saying, today BlockFi signed a term sheet with FTX official to secure a 250 million revolving credit facility, providing us with access to capital that further bolsters our balance sheet and perform strength. So it looks like BlockFi isn't going to be dying off as many other cryptocurrency news will. Ali Akbar says, can you touch on the Solend news? I haven't got that on me, mate. If you want to share it in the chat, maybe I can go over it. I'm happy to do that. If you guys see something, or if you guys see something that's sort of breaking or anything like that, please feel free to share it in the chat, because the more we have, the better. The more we can cover, the better. So please feel free to do that. So that's BlockFi. So Mike Condudis says Gucci has filed 5 trademark applications for its name and logo, indicating plans for NFT-backed media, crypto brokerage, exchange, marketplace services, virtual clothing, vehicles, real estate, fashion shows, and currency. So, you know, the other day we were talking about this. We were talking about the bull market and the bear market, and we were talking about how in the bear market people plan, they prepare, they build, and in the bull market is when you are euphoric. That's when you enjoy yourself. You know, you don't smoke the blunt during the bear market, you smoke the blunt during the bull market when you're 1000x up. All right, but now is the time to learn. Now is the time to invest. Now is the time to be focused, because look, let's be honest, right? There's 60 of you here in the chat. You guys want to get rich. You guys want to get rich from altcoins. How do you do that? How do you do that? You do that by being focused now. If you turn around and say you've got a 2-year bear market, right? You've got to be focused for at least a huge portion of that. For at least a year to a year and a half, you've got to be dug in saying, look, I know If somebody turns around and says to you, did you hear what happened with Gucci? You know, they've got a new collection launching. Be like, listen, motherfucker, let me tell you a piece of news about Gucci. What do you know about NFTs and crypto brokerage and exchange and marketplace? Sit down, let me tell you something. You're going to be that go-to guy or the go-to girl, you know? And when you're up to date with things like that, suddenly you become a crypto expert. And over time, when you're so in tune with crypto, you can start figuring out where the smart... Wow, I just lisped there. Maybe I need a drink. 1 second. When you are in tune and ahead of the game like that, you can start following the smart money. You guys have heard that before, right? Follow the smart money. Hey, you want to buy Bitcoin, yeah? Bruv, follow the smart money, innit? You see it all over, but nobody actually tells you how to do it. Now, when you're able to mix price action, technical analysis with news and information, concrete news and information, obviously, if you're going to be looking at news that has no relation to cryptocurrency, then most likely you're not going to be involved, should I say. But when you're comparing the two, that's when you're sort of on the money. Let's have a look at... We've got 61 people here, you know, that's a really decent turnout. Oh, Khalid says, have you seen the video of Bored Apes being related to racism and Nazism? Wow, I haven't seen that. Let me have a look. Do I have anything? Oh my days, I do. I have got it here. Shit. Let's have a look at that. Because that would be pretty big. Because, you know, we all know that Bored Ape... This has nothing to do with Nazism. So Bored Ape collaborates with Rolling Stones. No, for limited NFT condition. BAYC from Rolling Stone come up with another Bored Ape Yacht Club, and Rolling Stones announced their second collaboration for a limited NFT. First ape. No. This isn't it. Somebody needs to find that for me, because that's pretty big. If these guys have been caught being racist and promoting Nazism, then, well, you know, hail Hydra, I guess. But that would be pretty fucked. That would be really bearish. I don't know if you guys know, but Bored Ape was a big player in the last cycle, man. They pretty much made the most money in terms of NFTs, you know, for NFTs. So hold on, is there a comment here? There's a comment here about altcoins, and Elizabeth has answered it. So regarding altcoins, I mean, I don't know where the comment is, but Elizabeth says when the time is right, he will share alt plays as well. Yes, I will. Alt plays are very risky right now. I mean, I shared a Solana play the other day where I kept the range. So look, this is a Solana play that I've got here, but I'm still watching. Yes, I bought some. I did buy some, but it's not a trade. I just bought some on spot, you know, like I don't know, 10-20%. I haven't got much. And ultimately, if it breaks this green level and it holds, that's when I'd be looking to buy more. So with alts, you've got to be very, very careful. With Bitcoin looking the way that Bitcoin is looking, you've got to be very, very careful with alts. Because what if we shank right now? What if we break below? Like, look, we're still making lower highs. We haven't really broken above last week Monday's low yet. It's a decent long. I could see why you would take a long to last week Monday's low. But buying altcoins right now, you've got to have balls of steel to do that, guys. You have to... Seriously, you got to be careful. So altcoins, I'll cover altcoins when the time is right. When there is good hype behind altcoins and when there is good money to be made from altcoins, we're definitely going to be covering altcoins, because we all want to make money from altcoins. We're all here to get rich. We're all here to get rich. And in the bull market, we'll be covering altcoins every single day. I'm going to be reviewing altcoins every single day in the bull market. You know, but the bull market isn't here anymore. This is the bear market. Otherwise, there wouldn't be 60 people here. There'd be 6,000. That's what people want in the bear market, altcoins, you know? So keep that in mind. But anyway, look, Gucci, one of the corporations that are actually chilling. They are preparing, they're building in the background. So, you know, you got to ask yourself, why are Gucci doing it and not you? You know, why aren't you preparing for the bull market? Well, you guys, 60 of you here are. You guys are preparing. You guys are keeping up with the most up-to-date news for crypto. You guys are joining Dank streams. You guys are joining SC streams. And you're joining XO streams. So you guys are going to smash the market. If you guys can stick patient, stay patient, not stick patient. If you guys could stay patient and you guys can actually ride out this bear market, irrespective of whether you're at work or whether you're doing whatever you're doing, but if you can stay patient and stay focused on what's going on with crypto, I shit you not. That's all I did, you know. In 2017, I made around 600k in 2017, and I lost all of it. I lost all of it in 2018. I'm not lying. And all I did was, obviously, I rode out the depression for a tiny portion of that period, and then I just focused. I just started learning again. I started picking it up, and then by the time the bull market came around, there was not really a lot of people that knew. And because there wasn't a lot of people that knew, I was one of the people that was making money. So if you guys can do the same thing, it's just a case of holding on. No matter how boring it gets, no matter how trivial it gets, and no matter how much your brain tells you want to quit, you've got to hold on. If you hold on, you'll be successful. That's my opinion. Especially if you believe that there's going to be another cycle. And look, it looks like somebody's sharing the Bored Ape video. Let's have a look. Let's see if this comes through. I think we've got a debate going on in the chat, you know. Look at this. It's a whole documentary, 500k views over the last few days. Tariq says some rival NFT crews made some stuff about BAYC and are now using the controversy to sell their own collection. You can see the rivals, but a lot of it makes sense in that documentary. Well, it looks like we have got something here going on with Bored Ape that apparently is involving racism and Nazism. That's interesting. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I caught on that. I haven't seen any of that circulating. So you guys are going to need to share that with me. This is something I really want to cover. If that's the case, I do want to cover it. Yuki says, this is the first bear market actually since I got into this game. Yeah, welcome. The first bear market is always the toughest one. It's not easy. I know it's not easy. I know it's hard to make money, but you've got to remember, in the bull market, we get periods of time in the bull market where you're making money all the time. Like, I remember, well, I wouldn't even say I remember, like I fully remember it. I feel like if I close my eyes, I'm still living it. You go to sleep and you wake up and your bags are 30% up. You go to sleep again, your bags are 10% up. You go to sleep. I remember Liz was the one who was talking to me, and she was like, babe, my bag goes up every day. It's just going up and up and up and up. So, you know, in the bull market, 2 weeks of a full-on real bull market. I'm not talking about relief rallies, and I'm not talking about just blips in the market. I'm talking about an actual bull market. In the bull market, 2 weeks of the bull market clears 2 years of a bear market. The amount of money you can print in 2 weeks of a bull market, you'll forget about the entire bear market. I promise you. I promise you, there'll be so many emotions flying. It will be tough. You'll have to make sure that you keep your emotions in check so that you don't lose it all. Khalid says the YouTube link is there, but I can't see it, mate. I can't see it. DM it to me on Twitter. DM it on Twitter. Gil says, yes, totally agree with that, NJ. These times are the best to learn. Thanks for sharing your experiences. No problem. No problem. NJ, how much did you make in the previous 2020 bull run? Says Sunny. That's a good question, mate. I made enough. I won't disclose exactly how much I made, but I made enough. I made enough to pull dad out of work. I made enough to stop mum from working. Put it this way, no one will be making jokes about my mum anymore. My mum is the queen now. No one will be making jokes about her in her circle ever again. She can buy whatever she wants. So can dad. I'm still poor, however. I'm still poor. But mum and dad aren't anymore. Nor is my family. They're doing good. So that should be your target. You know, for the next bull run, that should be your target. Don't focus on the monetary value. Don't focus on how much money that you can make. Pick a goal and achieve it. Maybe you want to get married. Maybe you want to pay for a good wedding. Maybe you want to have a kid. Maybe you want to start a family of your own or something like that. So if those are the things that you want to do, then in the next bull run, focus on that. And if you make that money, make sure you take profit and you do the right things with it, you know? That's what tends to happen. What tends to happen, the way that a lot of people lose their money in a bull market is they hold, and they hold because they have no target. You know, if you have a target, like look, in the last bull market, my target was just to get my dad a car. My dad had a really shit car, and he always had a shit car. And because we was paying so much, living in London isn't easy. You have to pay so much to live in London. You could be making £3,000-4,000 a month, and it's still not enough. You're not going to be able to afford a car, or like a nice car, or you're not going to be able to afford nice holidays and stuff like that. It's not easy. So in the last bull market for 2020, my objective was just to get that a car, a decent car, a car that, you know, makes him look like the man I see him to be. And we got the car, and then the bull market was still here. So we carried on pushing in the bull market, and I set new targets. I said, all right, if we've got a car now, then I don't want dad to go to the office anymore, because I find that stupid. He should be here with his family. Albeit I haven't got a grandson or a granddaughter to give him, but he should be here, you know. Similarly with mum's bored at home just watching TV. She should be out, she should be on holiday, she should be looking at different views and sites and shit like that, you know. She's in her 60s. Go and visit the world, go and see stuff. I thought of that, and then once I achieved those, I thought to myself, well look, I hate going to the office. I want to stay at home too. I want to fuel myself to get to a position where I can stay home too and do this for you guys. So that was my target. The idea, the point I'm making is not, I'm not giving you a biography. The point I'm making is have targets, have visions. Don't just think, yeah, bruv, I'm going to make a milli, you know. Once I make a milli, boom. I got friends who say, once I make a milli, I'm going to buy 2 cars. I'm buy one for me, one for you. I got friends that say, if I had a milli, I would do this. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. You don't know what you do with $1 million until God puts $1 million in your hand. Once God puts $1 million in your hand, that's when you really know. That's when you really know. Would you give it away, or would you keep it all for yourself and run off? You know? So have a plan in your head. The one thing that I can say, taking away from the 2020 bull market and the 2021 run, was I did not deviate from my plan. I said I would do something, and I fucking stuck by it. And that's why, and a lot of you guys ask, why does SC or XO or Dank, why do they respect me? Like, what did I do for them to respect me? But it's because I stick to my word. I'm not a great trader. I'm not better than Trader Dank, Trader XO, or Trader SC at trading. I'm not better than them. But I stick to my word. I'm full of honor. You know, I'd rather die before losing my honor. And that's something that you guys need to take going into the next bull run. I know you guys don't believe it. I know it's hard to explain. A lot of you guys might be tuning in to say, bruv, talk about Monday's high and Monday's low and talk about support, resistance. But, you know, words like honor, words like valor, words like loyalty, words like truth, those words are important in the next bull run. I promise you they will be. And if you tune into the show, I'll remind you guys over and over again. You know, I'm seeing some lovely comments coming into the chat. Thank you for your lovely comments. No real questions, but just lovely comments. Lovely comments. So we'll move on. We deviated a little bit. Let's move on. I like this. I picked this for a reason. So look, every single cycle, every time we have a bull run, right? Every time, whether it's small or big, Apple is a company that always sort of pops up. All right? And I want you guys to think about that for a second. We always talk about PayPal. We always talk about Amazon. Apple is one of those companies that just haven't gotten on board. They haven't gotten on board. I would think that if Apple were to allow cryptocurrency payments on the App Store, or maybe if you could buy Apple products with cryptocurrency, can you imagine how bullish that would be for crypto? You know, I have a MacBook. I mean, the computer I'm using now is a custom built PC. I run Windows 11 on it, but Apple are one of the biggest tech giants in the world, if not the biggest. All right, they sell a lot of MacBooks, they sell a lot of Macs, they sell a lot of iPads. Now imagine you could integrate your crypto with Apple, in the sense that you could forget just buying a MacBook, forget just being able to buy a MacBook with crypto. Think bigger. Apple iOS store, games that you can pay to increase your level on, or games that you can pay to increase your experience, the metaverse. I picked this article because there was a sentence I saw here, and I was like, you know what, I've got to talk about this. I've got to talk about this. Let me look for it. I'm a quick reader, don't worry, let me look for it. Here it is, found it. Now, listen to this, right? Conspicuously missing from the members list for now, right? Apple's not in that list. Apple, which analysts expect to become a dominant player in the metaverse race once it introduces a mixed reality headset this year or next. So somebody in the chat mentioned, I think it was Asgard. Let me have a look. Somebody in the chat mentioned that Apple were, yeah, here it is, Asgard. Apple are working on their AR glasses, right? Yes, they are. Now, I've been preaching on this channel for a few days now that blockchain gaming, metaverse, we must, not just you guys, but we collectively, the NJ show collectively, as NJ and the community that we're building together, right? I love the community that we're building together. This is not just the NJ show. This is NJ and his people. You guys are building the community and you guys are making the difference. So it's all of us. We have to make sure that collectively as a group, all of us are paying complete attention to metaverse and blockchain gaming, because the way that the bull market worked in the last run, you know, it was L1s that started moving and NFTs were new. Metaverse was new. Excuse me. The first metaverse play, the first NFT play that I got involved in was Terra Virtua, TVK. And when I got into it, the technology and the idea behind it, I kept thinking to myself, well, why didn't I think of this myself? Why didn't I see it coming? In hindsight, it was so clear, you know? But TVK for me was the first big player in the NFT space. I think they had the first mover advantage, in all honesty. And in the next cycle, because of the way that the NFT space and the metaverse place dominated in the last cycle, I wouldn't be surprised if metaverse and the NFT space and blockchain gaming was amongst the first of the industries to boom, would be the first amongst the industries to boom for the next cycle. So we have to stay on top of it. I really think a crap load of money is going to cycle in to the metaverse and gaming space. And excuse me, I don't think companies like Apple are going to be able to ignore it. And if you guys watched the stream, I think it was 2 days ago, where I mentioned the metaverse space could hit $5 trillion in valuations by 2030. And I said to myself, well, look, actually, I think it can hit it much sooner. I think it can hit it next cycle. I wouldn't be surprised. Look, crypto as a total hit what, $3-4 trillion in as a high for this cycle, and in the previous cycle I think it was 800 billion. So if we take 4 trillion, we divide that by 5, that's 800 billion. If we take the same metrics, we can't do that, it's silly of me to do that, but we're just going off, like just stay with me for a second. Excuse me, fucking hell. If we times it by 5, then we're talking about $20 trillion, right? 4 times 5, 4 trillion times 5 is 20 trillion. Now, if we're taking 20 trillion, okay, SC just smashed his misses. He said, what did I miss? You didn't miss nothing important, SC. We spoke about metaverse. We spoke about people who have lost money. We spoke about some funny news. Some dude lost 22 million because he was being silly. He got a huge bonus, and I think he dumped it all at the top into crypto. So there's that. And Elon Musk is panicking. He's shitting his pants. He's saying, I never told no one to buy crypto, so I don't even know why every man's getting on to me like that. I never said buy. It wasn't me, bruv. That's not my baby. I want a DNA test. Other than that, you didn't miss anything important. So yeah, going back over to Apple. So look, honestly, we're going to keep covering we're going to continue to cover metaverse on this channel. We're going to continue to cover blockchain gaming. I think that all of us here, 50 people watching, but we have 49 likes. Get me up to 50. I think all of us here, we're going to make money on blockchain gaming. I think we are. I really, really think we are. And we're going to stay in touch with this. We're going to keep this on our radars. We're not going to be, I'm not saying that we should buy anything that's blockchain gaming now. And I'm not saying that we should pay attention to NFTs now. We pay attention in the sense of we need to know what's going on day in, day out. We pay attention in the sense that we need to understand the direction that the industry's going in. All right, because look, when we do get to a stage where the market is booming, right? Yes, we're going to have NFTs and blockchain gaming, but if we have 100 projects launching in the next month, we want to be able to pinpoint 5 of those projects that's going to steal a majority of the market cap of that 100. So to break it down into layman terms for you guys, let's say, for instance, right, we are early in the market, in the bull market. The bull market has just started. We start every stream dancing and yelling and screaming. It's going to be fun during those periods. It's going to be a lot of fun on this channel. Let's say, for instance, the bigger players in the space, they've got $100 million which they're going to invest into NFTs and blockchain gaming. Now, they're not going to split that 100 million equally amongst the 100 games that launch in that month. They're going to split it into bigger chunks. All right? When TVK launched, there was a lot of other NFT projects that were launching, but it was TVK that went on to reach $1 billion market cap. All right, it wasn't everybody else that did it. You know, we have to be in a position where we've got the ability to say, look, I think this game is going to bang. All right, so that's where we need to get to. So that's why I consistently talk about blockchain gaming, and I talk about metaverse, and I talk about NFTs. Look, honestly, bro, fuck NFTs. I hate the idea of Bored Apes and concepts and this and that. My cousin Crypto AM, he loves NFTs. He hates the stuff that I do, but he loves NFTs. He could talk about NFTs all day long, and he's always in the bull market. He'll be in my DMs non-stop saying, bro, buy this, buy that. He holds my NFT collection. So I've got an NFT collection. I can't tell you all the NFTs I've got in there. I don't know. I spent a crap load of money on NFTs in the last cycle. Like 100K I spent on NFTs. Every time Crypto AM, bro, trust me, I got this NFT, yeah? We're not looking at the short term, bro. We're looking at the long term. And if you invest in this NFT today, my bro, I'm just telling you, innit, I wouldn't sell this NFT for less than $1 million, cuz. And when I hear that, we're in the middle of a bull market, so I'm like, AM's making a point here, you know. Let me just transfer some money to AM. And then now I've got these NFTs that I'm bag holding until the next cycle. But I joke. AM is solid when it comes to NFT knowledge. I'm going to bring him on this channel. When NFTs start doing what they're doing, I'm going to bring him on this channel, and he's going to talk to you guys about NFTs, and he's going to explain why he's passionate about them and how you can get passionate on them too. But for me, it's it's going to be blockchain gaming. It's going to be meme tokens. It's going to be layer 1s, layer 2s. It's going to be DeFi. I think we just got a taste of DeFi in the last cycle. And I think DeFi is going to be huge in the next cycle, huge. So for me, that's kind of what I'm focusing on. But it's good, you know, if you're in a group, right? Ideally, you know, for me, I'm in a group, all right? And in my group, I have myself, I have XO, I have SC, I have Denk, I have Elizabeth, I have Justin, I have Captain Crypto M, and I have AM, I have Mac, and we all have completely different strengths. We're all so different from each other, you know, and everybody loves different things. Now, I'm not saying that you make a group and everybody has a responsibility. Let your friends love what they love, but make sure that each of you are sharing your ideas and sharing your knowledge. Look, in the group that I just mentioned, nobody knows TA as well as SC. So what we do is when SC is talking, we listen, and we listen with respect. We listen attentively. Similarly with AM, if AM is talking about NFTs, I listen attentively. Maybe he'll say something that I will learn. And this thing that he says that I learn, it could be the difference between me making 10K to me making $1 million. So if you haven't done that already, definitely build a group. amongst yourselves. Definitely have small little groups, people that you can trust, people that you love, and get them to join the show, get them to watch the other shows, get them to learn about crypto, so that when the cycle comes, when the bull market comes, everybody's got their own strength, and everybody can pitch in their own way. And when you've got different friends in one group looking at different sectors, oh man, the gains that you can make from that is the best advice I've given you on this channel today. We'll wrap it up with this last piece of news. Speaking of NFTs and metaverse, look, Uniswap is now building an NFT marketplace. Now, I don't know how they're going to do this. I'm not quite sure how they're going to do it. Let's quickly have a look at the announcement video. Yeah, come on, sucks. Yeah, let's go. Jeez. Yo, I'm on the stream. I'm over here with my people trying to sell them dreams with my team. Hey, that's hard. I better not. Jeez, hey, get out of here. But that was the announcement video for Uniswap's NFT marketplace. Now, do you know what? For me personally, I always wanted Uniswap to do this. I think they're doing it a little bit late. I think they're doing it just a tiny bit late, you know. Unfortunately, they're bringing it into the bear market. But look, I think this is going to be big in the bull market. We all know what Uniswap did. Uniswap, for those of you who don't know, if you're new to cryptocurrency, Uniswap was the first real decentralized trading platform. All right, where you can log into Uniswap, you connect your MetaMask to Uniswap, and you've got free reign. Everything that goes on between you and the market is strictly between you and the market. There's no KYC involved. There's no verification involved in some way, shape, or form. But you know, that's what Uniswap was. Now, OpenSea later on came with the NFT marketplace, and they banged, right? OpenSea banged. A lot of people got familiar with OpenSea, and I was always looking for some sort of bridge between Uniswap and OpenSea. I always thought that they'd come together and sort of make something that was quick, easy, and efficient to trade NFTs. But now it looks like Uniswap have taken it upon themselves to expand in that way themselves. So this is something I'd be looking out for. This is something that I think we're going to be using a lot in the next 2 years. I don't know if we're going to have I don't know if there's going to be another player that comes in and dominates and takes over from Uniswap, but this is something to pay attention to. And you know what, guys? Look, if you guys are on Twitter and you guys are active in the community, you guys can take all of this news, you guys can take all of this and you can tweet about it. And it shows, it goes to show that you guys are involved. You guys are heavily involved in the crypto space, and you'll get clout for yourself. You know, people will learn to respect you if you share knowledge and information. So so we'll wrap it up there. You know, I want to thank you guys for tuning into the show. I want to thank you guys for your continued support. And, you know, like I always say, like and subscribe. As I always say, like and subscribe. Your support helps the channel grow. You know, we've come a long way from 3-4 weeks ago to when we started. We've got more people joining. I really do love the community that we're building. I really, really do love it. We're building a community full of positive and inspiring people. A lot of you guys who are watching this show, you guys aren't subscribed, and I will be doing a giveaway at 2K, and you have to be subscribed in order to be part of that. So make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel, because at 2K I'm going to be partnering up with Prime XBT to do this giveaway, hopefully. And as always, make sure you like the video, because it does help with the algorithms, and it does help make the video go mainstream, and that's what we need to help grow this community, so that more people can join us in our adventure to the next bull market, where we hope to make all the money in the world. We all want to get rich from altcoins, and we will, you know. Give it time, give it some patience. Let's stick to what we have now, and when altcoins start doing what they're doing again, we're going to smash it. So take care, everyone. Have a lovely Wednesday. I don't know where you guys are all tuning in from, but it's the afternoon in the UK. It's 1:20 p.m. So I'm going to go enjoy the rest of my afternoon and my evening. Love you all. Take care. And I will see you tomorrow at 12:15 p.m. London time for the next stream. Love you all. Take care and